Hi, Guy.
Hi, Mo. Hi.
Hi. God, I have a lot of questions and I might just try and consolidate. Um, I find all of this really beautiful and there's an excitement within, and that's building daily. Um, and there's so many levels to it that I don't really understand all of it. But what's coming to me as you're, talking today is there is a wish. There are some people who have no awareness of this, and there are others who have a big desire. What creates the desire for someone to step out of the suffering? What is the impulse? And that keeps pulling us back into the desire to let go of the suffering, to get that bigger view.
Yes,
Because it's something that certainly, if it was left up to me, I would never willingly do. And
yes.
that's the bit that I find fascinating, because I think that's magic. There's some sort of magic in that is such a strong pull, and once it has a hold of you, it doesn't want to let go. And I'd love to understand that more.
Okay, I can take what you've said and gain enough understanding about it to answer your question, perhaps differently than you would have imagined, but nevertheless, it is an answer. And actually, this applies to what Bruce was asking me. Your spiritual life is nothing personal. Like, I don't know, the first time I saw the Rockies, I can't quite remember the first time I saw the ocean, but I can remember the first time I was ever standing right next to a lion. First time I ever was with one of the bucks on this property, and we'd become close enough that we were grooming each other. These are moments that are beyond any thought, because in those moments, looking at the massive, majestic peaks of a mountain, standing next to a creature whose energy is boundless, raw nature. In those moments, there is a relationship that has nothing to do with anything personal at all. It is the realization of the existence of strength, of majestic, of beauty, of power. And the realization is inseparable from the consciousness in which it appears. And that consciousness isn't personal. It belongs to what is divine in a human being, and it is a gift of the divine. And eventually it is intended to be realized as such, so that all of the temptation on our part, as so often comes, to want to know who I am, why I am, what I'm doing, why are things the way they are? And when those questions come, if you can see it, the question only appears because my mind has made an image of something. It wants to know why. And that's where we start. I'm not denigrating that. I'm not judging. I'm just saying all of us, I myself, have been down that road for a long time. Why? Why does she get that? Why doesn't he do this? Why is the world like that? Never understanding that the mind that's asking the question is really asking to validate its own finding or deny it. Doesn't care to that mind. So remember that, Maura. It's not personal. Just see. Open the aperture. Step back. Catch yourself looking at the monster or the set the monster's on or the stage, and understand that everything you see is a part of your own consciousness, but you can be aware of that consciousness and never chained by anything that appears in it, either in an attractive sense, because I get part of the question. Lots of us want to know, well, why do I feel this love for God and nobody else does the way I do? That's just part of the trip. Why am I, in essence, why am I special? We have to get over that because the only thing that's special is God. And eventually we discover all that. It's nothing personal. Learn to pull back every time you feel that. Look at the mind that has made the image of the question instead of being a mind trying to answer it. I hope that helps. We'll have, look, everybody, we're going to have all this time. It's kind of exciting to me. Maybe it's not to you, but it is to me, to explore these ideas, to chip, 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 little light, little light, little light. And if we will actualize, work on it, grow and grow and grow, and then lo and behold, 1 minute, you know, you're not taking it personally. Then you're literally in another world, because that's what this consciousness is a false person seeking false confirmation of itself.